Hello and welcome to Title Talk. I'm Karen Heemstra and it's Monday, April 1st, but it's no fooling that I have a lot of good books to show you today. The first one is Maria Stewart's newest novel, The Goodbye Cafe, and this is a Hudson Sisters novel that features the sister Allie. It's an ongoing series, so if you've read earlier Hudson Sisters novels books, you'll want to pick that one up. Black Diamond Fall is a new one by Joseph Olshan, and he is billed as a fine writer by the Washington Post. He is the author of Clara's Heart and Cloudland. This novel is based on a true story of a hockey player in Vermont who disappeared during a game of hockey at a local pond that was ice covered, of course, and the police are divided in their assessment of what happened to the young man, and this is the book that unravels it all. It is a novel. My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. This book says you may have made some mistakes, you might have done some bad things, but you did them together for each other, didn't you? Every marriage has secrets, everyone has flaws, your wife isn't perfect, you know that, but then again, neither are you. You fell in love, you had kids, you moved to the suburbs, you told each other your biggest dreams and your darkest secrets, and then you got bored. We all have our secrets to keeping a marriage alive. Ours just happens to be getting away with murder. My Lovely Wife, Samantha Downing. In Another Time by Gillian Cantor. This takes place in Germany in 1931, where a bookshop owner, Max Beisinger, meets Hannah Ginsberg, a budding concert violinist, and they fall in love and start to plan for their future, but Hannah is Jewish and Max is not, and so over the next 5 years, their love is severely tested as Hitler comes to power. And in 1946 in Germany, Hannah Ginsberg awakens in a field outside Berlin. Disoriented and afraid, she has no memory of the past 10 years. With no information as to Max's whereabouts or if he's still alive, she moves to London to live with her sister. It is told in the alternating viewpoints of Max and Hannah. In Another Time by Gillian Cantor. American Princess by Stephanie Marie Thornton. This is a novel about Alice Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt's daughter. As you may remember, she was quite a character, and this is just the historical account of her life. Then we have The Library of Lost and Found by Phaedra Patrick. She also wrote The Curious Charms of Arthur Pepper. Maybe you read that book. That was a darling book. Librarian Martha Storm has always found it easier to connect with books than people, though not for lack of trying. She keeps careful lists of how to help others in her superhero-themed notebook, and yet sometimes it feels like she's invisible. And all that changes when a book of fairy tales arrives on her doorstep. It sounds like it would be a fun book. Has a lot of good recommendations on the back. Glory Road by Lauren K. Denton. This one also sounds interesting. The only thing certain is change, even in a place as steady as Perry, Alabama, on a street as old as Glory Road. Nearly a decade after her husband's affair drove her back to South Alabama, Jessie McBride has the stable life she wants, operating her garden shop Twig next door to her house on Glory Road and keeping up with her teenage daughter and spunky mother. But the unexpected arrival of two men makes Jessie question whether she's really happy with the status quo. Glory Road, Lauren K. Denton. Fall Back Down When I Die. This is a novel by Joe Wilkins, and it's a Western. If you're a Western fan, we do have something new for you. Wendell Newman, a young ranch hand in Montana, has recently lost his mother, leaving him an orphan. His bank account holds less than $100, and he owes back taxes on the land that his parents owned, and he owes money as well for the surgeries that failed to save his mother's life. An unexpected deliverance arrives in the form of 7-year-old Rowdy Burns, the mute and traumatized son of Wendell's cousin. So it's all about how the story proceeds from that point in Wendell's life. Bones of the Earth by Elliot Pattison. This guy, the writer, won an Edgar Award, which is the top mystery award. That book was called The Skull Mantra. This is Bones of the Earth is an Inspector Shan Tao Yun mystery. It takes place in China. It says on the cover that the author frequently travels to China. It says, after Shan Tao Yun is forced to witness the execution of a Tibetan for corruption, he can't shake the suspicion that he has instead witnessed a murder arranged by conspiring officials. When he learns that a Tibetan monk has been accused by the same officials of using Buddhist magic to murder soldiers, then is abruptly given a badge as special deputy to the county governor, Inspector Shan realizes he is being thrust into a ruthless power struggle. He desperately wants to avoid such a battle, but he discovers that among the casualties so far are a murdered American archaeologist or archaeology student and devout Tibetans who were only trying to protect an ancient shrine. So if you like your novel set in exotic locales, give Bones of the Earth a try. And our last fiction book of the day is called The Perfect Girlfriend by Karen Hamilton. And it says, you'll never read a love story as twisted as this. Juliet loves Nate. She will follow him anywhere. She's even become a flight attendant for his airline so she can keep a closer eye on him. They are meant to be. The fact that Nate broke up with her 6 months ago means nothing because Juliet has a plan to win him back. She is the perfect girlfriend, and she'll make sure no one stops her from getting exactly what she wants. True love hurts, but Juliet knows it's worth the pain. The Perfect Girlfriend, Karen Hamilton. And we have 3 new books for seniors. They have larger print, so I put them in the large print nonfiction collection. And the first one is called My Windows 10 Computer for Seniors. They have lots of helpful illustrations in them showing you how to do just what you want to make your computer do. Maybe here's a better example. So that's My Windows 10 Computer for Seniors. We have My Social Media for Seniors. If you're puzzled about all of this social media stuff you hear about, this one book just might help you out. These books are issued in conjunction with AARP. And finally, in addition to the general My Social Media for Seniors, we have My Facebook for Seniors. Tell you everything you want to know about Facebook. And one final book, a regular nonfiction book, Grain by Grain, A Quest to Revive Ancient Wheat, Rural Jobs, and Healthy Food. This book is at 633.1 QUI, and it is the story of a man named Bob Quinn who's made a multi-million-dollar industry out of heirloom grain, trying to raise old kinds of wheat, and he's hoping that somehow this will help people overcome some of the illnesses that may be caused by modern farming techniques. So that sounds really interesting. Grain by Grain, Bob Quinn and Liz Carlisle. So I hope you've found something here that may pique your interest and you've made some notes and you'll come down and grab some books. We look forward to seeing you soon. Happy reading. See you next week.